said, so on Truth Social, you said that you were going to cut aid from South Africa. Will you plan to cut aid across other African nations, and why South
No,
Africa?
it's only South Africa. Terrible things are happening in South Africa.
Yes, that is Donald Trump, the leader of the colonial criminals. He's threatening South Africa with aid. Aid. Africa, when are we going to wake up? How much are they giving South Africa? $400 million for AIDS. The same AIDS that they manufacture HIV AIDS and brought it to Africa. And today he's threatening South Africa because of money that they are giving us for HIV AIDS. The time has come for we, the children of Africa, to unite this continent, to bring an end to this bullying. I keep saying it. Until we unite the continent of Africa, these people will not stop to bully us. I want us to go and watch the full video, come back and talk about it. But before we do that, please, this is One Africa Mission. One Africa Mission, our mission is about the unification of our continent and our collective dignity as a race. If you believe in the unity of Africa, then follow us. Let us all bring our energies together to unite our continent for our collective good. I thank you very much. I am your missionary brother, Dobia Anzansi. Let us go and listen to the leader of the colonial criminals come back and talk about it.
Mr. President, you said, so on Truth Social, you said that you were going to cut aid from South Africa. Will you plan to cut aid across other African nations, and why South
No,
Africa?
it's only South Africa. Terrible things are happening in South Africa. The leadership is doing some terrible things, horrible things. So that's under investigation right now. We'll make a determination. And until such time as we find out what South Africa is doing, they're taking away land, they're confiscating land, and actually they're doing things that are perhaps far worse than that.
And on the Fed.
Yes, so according to Donald Trump, there is horrible things going on in South Africa. I don't know, is there any country on this planet Earth that is doing horrible things than America? But he's doing that because of the land issue in South Africa. I've said it before. We said it here in One Africa Mission that if we, the children of Africa, really mean business, then we must support President Ramaphosa. We must, the same energy that we are using to support our leaders in the Sahel, we must give the president of South Africa the same energy, because these people will come for him. I said it just last week, and today look at what Donald Trump is saying about South Africa. And you know, the game of the colonial criminal never changed. This was what they were doing when they came to enslave our people, our ancestors. The same strategy that they used to colonize our Africa is the same strategy that they are using today. He is saying that it is not all the entire continent of Africa, but it is only for South Africa. So they will always come and be picking you one by one. And this is the reason why we are calling for the unification of our continent. Do you think a united Africa, can the president of America be saying this thing about a united Africa doesn't even need aid from nobody. A united Africa, with the resources of Africa benefiting our continent, we don't need no aid. But he's threatening South Africa because of aid. And this goes to our people in South Africa. Some of you, sometimes when we are calling for the unification of Africa, most South Africans, minority of South Africans are saying that we are saying that because we want to run to South Africa. Every African want to come to South Africa. And most of the time, I think it is the white South Africans who are doing that. They will pretend to be speaking like they are black South Africans. And if you don't take time, or if you are not smart enough, you start to have banter, be insulting each other whilst they are there laughing at you. So the time has come for our people in South Africa to realize that when we are calling for the unification of Africa, it is because of stupid, or it is because of statement like this. The president of America is threatening South Africa because of $400 million that they are giving to South Africa for HIV/AIDS. How much are they taking away from South Africa? That is the question. How much are they taking away from the continent of Africa? And then he's saying that no, it is not for the whole African continent. It is just for South Africa. African leaders, please put aside your differences and let's unite this continent. Let us stop analyzing ourselves and unite the continent for our collective good. Because yesterday it was Zimbabwe. Today it is South Africa. Tomorrow it will be you. So if the only thing that can stop this bullying coming from the from these colonial criminals is for us to unite our continent. We keep saying it. Imagine an Africa where we have one currency. Do you think the America can be using their American dollar to bully us? No, because our currency will even be more powerful than they are. So let's unite for one African currency. Africa with one military, a united Africa with one military. Do you think Donald Trump can be ordering his troops as we speak now to be bombing Somalia? Do you think a united Africa with our president, do you think a united African president, Donald Trump, can point his filthy fingers in the face of a united African president? No, but he's doing that to South Africa. And then he said they are investigating it. Why are they doing that? They are doing that because of the land issue. And this is why we are saying they will always stand for each other. Africa, it is time for us to start standing for ourselves. The time has come for Africans. Put aside your differences. Put aside whatever differences you think you have and come together for your dignity. Yesterday, it was Zimbabwe. Today, it is South Africa. Tomorrow, it will be Nigeria. It will be Ghana. It will be Mozambique. It will be Egypt. It will be whatever, Ethiopia. They divided Africa so that in Berlin, so that they can be saying this kind of things to us. And in return, what can we do? We cannot do anything because we are weak. And they made us weak. The time has come for us to come together and stand up like men and women. Unite the continent of Africa. Let us have the strength to compete. Enough is enough of this insult. How much are they giving South Africa? And as I said, how much are they taking away from South Africa? From the continent of Africa? Can America exist without the continent of Africa? And yet, because their forefathers saw the need for them to unite, the strength in unity, they united 50 states, and today they are the most powerful country in the world, and they are saying anything, bullying everybody. If we, the children of Africa, can also unite the continent of Africa, 54 states with our resources, then no country can bully us just like the Americans are doing. Africans, if we cannot take advantage of this Donald Trump issue and unite our continent, then we are in trouble. Let us, as children of Africa, take advantage because Donald Trump has come to awakening us. That is why most of us were supporting his coming back, because we knew this was what we were anticipating, and it's exactly what he's doing. So we must take advantage of this. If we fail to take advantage of what Trump is doing to us, then Africa, we will have a long way to go. Trump is the necessary devil that Africa need. Thank you very much for coming around. Please, if you appreciate what we are doing, we are One Africa Mission, and our mission is all about the unity of our continent and our collective dignity. If you appreciate it, please support our mission. We are running so fast. We appreciate the support that is coming. TikTok, we now cross the 10K. Please, if all of you can go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, that would be brilliant. We call on you to do that for us. Let us all together fight for the unification of our continent and our collective dignity. I thank you.
We must unite now. We must have one army. We must have one currency. We must have one foreign policy. We must be united.